Well, good morning. Welcome back to Wake Up America. I'm Katrina Zish alongside Allison Maloney. So here's a question for you. Have you ever wondered just how much federal pork and waste your tax dollars are funding? Our next guest has.
Yeah, he did some digging and found that American taxpayers are getting fleeced by Washington, and he's ready to share some examples of some of the worst spending in his new oversight report. Where is the pork? So let's bring in the CEO of OpenTheBooks.com, Adam Andrzejewski. Adam, welcome back to Wake Up America.
Good morning, Allison.
Good morning, Adam. All right, let's dive into this report. So many interesting details in this. So the ever-rising national debt just surpassed $30 trillion this year, nearly 100,000 for every person in the United States. So reveal to us, who are the biggest culprits of all this federal waste and unnecessary spending?
Well, our report reveals that the federal government is not only wasting taxpayer money, they're literally milking taxpayers like dairy cows. They're ripping us off. And so probably the largest example in our report is the 20 largest federal agencies admit to nearly $300 billion outside of COVID aid of mistaken and improper payments. Look, it's payments to the wrong person under the wrong set of rules or in the wrong amount. $300 billion in 1 year last year alone, again, outside of COVID aid, and that misspending would add even more.
But Adam, so your auditors recently examined Washington's discretionary spending beyond such big ticket items such as health, welfare, and defense. So they found that since 2020, federal spending has been especially wasteful, using the pandemic as an excuse. Tell us more.
So, like, for instance, during the pandemic, the IRS was in charge of doling out the economic stimulus checks. And everyone watching the program will remember the $1,200 checks that ended up in your mailbox. Well, the IRS, they didn't check with the Social Security Administration. The Social Security Administration keeps a deceased persons list. So by not checking the list, the IRS cut the checks to 2.2 million dead people. Wow. And that alone cost taxpayers $3.6 billion.
Amazing. All right, let's dive into some of the most salacious takeaways from your oversight report. So a lot of the fat of the pork, so to speak, is, check this out, $3.6 billion in economic stimulus checks. As we said, went to 2.2 million dead people. $7 billion also in those COVID stimulus checks and small business loans to Treasury Department's do not pay list. And, you know, we've been talking about these humongous numbers. You're seeing a list of them there. I'm looking at $487,188 to turn male monkeys into transgender monkeys. I'm just going to let you take it from there. Where does this even come from?
Well, you know, those turning male monkeys transgender, that came out of Dr. Anthony Fauci's Institute of Allergies and Infectious Diseases, an institute he runs. And this goes beyond taxpayer abuse. It goes beyond animal abuse. There's ethical issues in play here. And so the chief bioethicist at the National Institutes of Health, she needs to weigh in on this. But who is that? That's Christine Grady. That's Dr. Anthony Fauci's wife. So while he was out earning the president of the United States as the most highly compensated federal employee, she was actually out earning the vice president. Where is she on this ethical issue of her husband's grant making?
Wow, Adam, we got about 30 seconds left. I want to put that graphic back up because there's something that I saw in there that just blew my mind.
I know where you're going.
A couple things. So one is to study how animals poop. The other is teaching pigeons to gamble, over $400,000 in taxpayers' money. Why are we teaching pigeons to gamble?
Well, we're literally, our politicians are literally gambling away taxpayer dollars. $500,000 to give tokens to pigeons. They could save them, spend them, gamble them. But here's the deal. Even the study authors admit that there's no correlation between pigeon behavior and human behavior.
Oh my gosh. Adam, I don't know. I'm glad that you're doing this for us so we can see what's happening in Washington. Yeah. Adam Andrzejewski, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.